Top of the morning, everyone. This is AT&T 360 Radio, and I'm MGV, the man with the golden voice. And with me are co-presenters. One of them is actually smiling. Her name is Dora.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dora. I'm a 400 level international relations student studying at Caleb University in Lagos.
And by her side is also my very good friend, Offrey.
Hi, hello. I'm so excited to be back here again. It's Ofure from. It's Ofure, it's just Ofure.
Okay, Offrey, that's good. Now we're going to talk about tourist attractions, most especially when it comes to countries in East Africa. And I tend to wonder because I believe civilization started from Africa, the cradle of life, most especially in Egypt. Africa has a lot of resources. Africa is actually blessed with so many countries
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
and their resources as well. But right now we're going to talk about East Africa, most especially the country, for me, Rwanda.
Okay. We actually have unexplored treasures because every time people be going to London, going to Europe, you can actually stay in Africa and you can enjoy because we are blessed. We are blessed with beautiful landscapes. We have beautiful views. I'm going to be taking Tanzania today, though.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. It's Ofure here again. And I'm going to be taking Madagascar. And Africa is actually one of the. Well, I think one of the most blessed continents because we have resources that other European countries aren't actually blessed with. And also we are blessed because we don't have as much natural disasters like other European countries and other coastal places and everything.
Yeah, that's good. So Africa is actually the place where I know all of you want to visit at least once in your lifetime. So now, right now, I'm going to talk about Rwanda. And the capital of Rwanda is Kigali. That is actually one of the best countries when it comes to landscapes, when it comes to beach and all that. And right now, I'm going to talk about the Ngwagwe Forest Park Reserves. It's actually known for the rainforest. That place is actually very cool. There are lots of chimpanzees everywhere, monkeys and all that. I know, just get ready with your bananas when you get there. There are going to be lots of bananas. And then the canopy walkway suspension bridge. For me, that is actually cool. And I want you all to go there and visit that place.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking about Tanzania, of course. Tanzania, though, is mostly known for Zanzibar, but Zanzibar is just an archipelago in Tanzania as a whole. So if we're going to look at unexplored treasures in Tanzania, we should actually be looking at a lot of them. So we have Kilimanjaro, of course. That's the popular one. Oh, everybody goes Kilimanjaro, wants to go and climb mountain. We have the Serengeti National Park. This is known for the Great Migration, where millions of animals go to, graze peacefully without being hunted. Because we know that, there are a lot of animals that are going to extinction now. So this is a reserve that actually takes care of these animals, but also allows them roam free on their own. The best time to visit that national park is June to October for general wildlife viewing. So we also have the Ngorongoro crater. Yes, actually, their culture is steep. But this Ngorongoro Center is actually a UNESCO heritage center. This is something that has been recognized by the entire world. So this is a volcanic caldera that offers some of the best wildlife viewing in the world with the high density of animals. We even have the rare black rhino. That's what they're popular for. Then the best time to visit that crater is June to February because it's always raining. So they always tell you don't go there in April and May because of the heavy rains. So we do have Kilimanjaro, as I always said. That's the Africa's highest peak. That's Africa's highest mountain. At least don't be everybody. We have mountain. We have a really really nice mountain for hikers. We have people that like to hike. Backpacking. We have treks. That place is also a very, very good bucket list destination for adventure seekers. People that are tired of staying in concrete jungles. You just want to see, trees. You want to see, hills, nature, rocks, everything, nature. Yeah, that's good. So we have Zanzibar. We have Zanzibar Archipelago. That is known for stunning beaches, white sand, clear water. Some of them, they go to see the turtles. They have snapping turtles. They go to feed them, and it's really, really, really nice. It offers rich history. It's a really, really nice relaxation center, and it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Okay. So, Afri, what do you have for us?
So Madagascar. Now Madagascar is an island country located in the Indian Ocean off the southeastern coast of Africa. It is the fourth largest island in the world and is known for its rich biodiversity, unique ecosystems, and cultural heritage. Now, Madagascar is like people don't really. When people think of Madagascar, they think of the cartoon Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah, that's the only
think of
thing we know of
yeah.
I like to
But
move
actually,
it.
the cartoon actually brings an insight to what Madagascar is actually
Yes,
about.
yes.
It's about its animals, the wildlife, and how they are very welcoming and hospitable people in Madagascar. And it actually has a president, and the president's name is Andry Rajoelina. Yeah, and Madagascar actually has like some nice like tourist spots that actually attracts people yearly. And we have Isalo National Park, we have Avenue of the Baobabs, we have the Ranomafana National Park, the Andasibe Manteria Nation. I know these names are sounding like very very big, like sound like big grammar, but trust me. And if you guys can remember King Julian, if any of you have watched Penguins of Madagascar, they have a lemon
Everybody has
park.
watched Picos of
No,
Madagascar.
definitely.
Not everybody, some people don't really watch cartoons and
You need
everything.
to watch it if you're not seeing it.
So we have the Lemurs Park, and this is King Julian's generation and family. That's where they used to stay.
Okay,
In
now
the
back
Lemurs
to
Park.
Kigali. If you can all remember, let's go back way back.
Yes.
Actually, their history. In 1994, they had this issue of genocide and all that. So right now in Kigali, they have actually made it a memorial and handicraft
Yes, they have.
village.
Yes.
So right there you can actually go there, look at the historical events. You can read some things. They even have the Inema Arts Center. You can go out there and know what's up, what actually happened over there. Then also have a very good place. They call it Inyamata Church. Inyamata. I hope I got it right. Inyamata Church. Inyamata Church.
If I'm butchering
Sorry,
the name
but I hope
to
I'm not
Rwandans,
slandering
we're
the name,
sorry.
but it's Inyamata Church. That alone is a site where you can go and visit as well, because before the genocide came up, and they will tell you a lot of history about that, and then so many other things. But Kigali is now becoming very beautiful. We thank God that at least after the genocide, they actually got themselves, and a lot of things actually
They
changed.
fixed up.
Yeah, and right now, people all over the world are coming to Rwanda, especially Kigali, to see and behold the beauty of nature. Yeah.
Yeah, so in fact, Tanzania, I was talking about mountains, I'm talking about national parks. So if you say that's what you're seeing, they have a very, very vast and rich cultural experience. So we have the Maasai culture, their tradition and their lifestyle. They are known for wearing red clothing and their beadwork and their cattle herders. We have the Swahili coast. These, they consist of Africans, Arabs, and European influences in the Swahili coast, though. And they have the historic stone town. That's what is distinctive to Swahili coast. They have the local markets, like the Daranjani market in Stone Town, the Kariakou market in Dar es Salaam, to experience daily life, you buy antiques, buy souvenirs, just to experience the culture. Because, where we're coming from, some of them, where we're coming from, are wearing shirt and trousers. Some of them, they wear their local clothes,
Yes.
And they're just basking in their culture, in their experiences. It's also a very, very good thing too.
Now, back to Madagascar. Now, I think we're going to talk about the history. And then, the island was first settled by the Austronesian people from Southeast Asia, likely from Borneo, between 350 BCE and 550 CE. Later, Bantu-speaking people from mainland Africa arrived. Now, the Kingdom of Madagascar. By the 16th century, several small kingdoms and chiefdoms developed. The Merina Kingdom emerged as the dominant power in the 19th century. under leaders like King Adriana.
Please.
King Andre.
No vessel. This is
I
not
beg,
Adriana
please, before we
Point
slander
me,
names
we
here.
apologize to
We're sorry,
Rwandans. We're sorry.
and his son King Radamel I,
Okay.
who united much of the island. Now, colonization. Madagascar was colonized by the French in 1896, becoming part of the French
So they speak
colonial
French?
empire.
They are francophone
yes,
country.
Yes, they speak French.
Beautiful.
Now, independence. Madagascar gained independence from France on June 26, 1960. After independence, the country experienced periods of political instability, including military coups and authoritarian rule. And they also have a political system because I think they had like monarchs before. I think it was like a monarchical system, but now I think it's democracy now. So now Madagascar is a semi-presidential representative of a democratic republic. The president serves as the head of state, and there is a prime minister who serves as the head of government. And it's mostly known for its tourist nature, but one challenge of Madagascar is that it's one of the poorest countries in the world. So Nigeria, we could have our mates.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay, now I'm actually seeing something here. You know,
Okay.
if you're a lover of volcanoes and all
Yes.
that, most of them are still very, very active in Rwanda.
Yeah.
And one of them is the I hope I got this right. I'm getting this right. Virunga Mountains, and is actually UNESCO certified. You know, it's one of the beautiful sites in the world, and it has so many views. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the history of the volcano. According to Britannia, volcano activities in Virunga region began in the early part of epoch about, guess what? About 2,600,000 years ago. Whoa. 2,600,000 years
Insane.
ago.
That's
wow.
insane.
They never even born anybody for here at
That's
that time,
insane.
seriously. And I'm
But
telling you,
actually,
too.
Africa actually has a very, very rich history.
Yes.
Like, very rich culture. Minus the colonizers. I like how we are back to finding, our, we're
Roots.
back to, yes,
Yeah,
we're back
going
to
back
our
to your roots, yeah.
We're embracing it.
Mm-hmm. You know, that reminds me about celebrities. Do you know they're actually going back to their roots?
Yes, they are.
Like Samuel L. Jackson, he said he had to go back to his roots. And guess where his lineage started from?
Wow.
Guess where?
Nigeria.
For where? Uganda.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Seriously, so everybody's actually going back to
Yeah,
the
but
roots.
yeah, even true. That's actually very true because I remember some rappers are coming out like there's this
Yes.
new Cleotrapa and Ice Spice clash on Twitter,
Whoa.
and then guess what? Cleotrapa is Nigerian.
Are you kidding me?
And she knows this is I'm straying away a bit, but we're still in this whole tourism and country aspect.
Okay.
And guess what? I feel like she knows that Nigerians will always come for their own,
Mm-hmm.
and then she called out Nigerians to start trashing Ice Spice. I mean, like, so it's now you recognize us when you want somebody to fight for you, but you never noticed us before. So it's
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm talking about Tanzania and the activities and adventures. Like I said, it's not every time mountain. So I also mentioned where you can go to, but I have a rundown of the activities that you can actually put in your travel itinerary so you have like a very, very enjoyable experience. So we have safari tours. This is, I mentioned the Serengeti National Park. I mentioned Ngorongoro. So they offer the best safari experiences in the world, honestly. Then diving and snorkeling for people that like water. Me, I don't like water. Me, water no carry me. So I don't like water. So people that like water and, fishes and everything, they have diving and snorkeling. You can explore the coral reefs of Zanzibar, as research has shown. They have reefs of Zanzibar, Mafia Island, Pemba Island that offer the best spots in the Indian Ocean. They have trekking and hiking, like I mentioned, for Kilimanjaro, for people that like to climb, There are hiking opportunities on Mount Meru in the Usambara and Udzungwa mountains. Then
Oh my God.
the name plays.
Usambara.
Oh boy, I beg,
Uzungura.
sorry about that.
Then we have beaches, like me now, I like the beach, sure, but I don't like to go into the water. So we have really, really good beaches. Like I mentioned, Zanzibar has stunning beaches. So there are islands of Zanzibar, Mafia, and Perfect. And Pemba, sorry. These are perfect for unwinding after safari, luxury resorts, Jaye, La vida loca kind of life, basically.
La vida loca.
Now I'm going to delve into the culture of Madagascar. Now, the ethnic groups. Now, the Malagasy people are a blend of Austronesian and African ancestry, with smaller influences from Arab, Indian, and European settlers. The largest ethnic group is the Merina, but there are 18 main ethnic groups in Madagascar.
Wow.
Now, their language. The official languages are Malagasy and French, like you said. Malagasy is spoken by almost the entire population, while French is used in education, government, and business. Religion. About half of the population practices Christianity, often blended with traditional beliefs. Ancestor worship plays a significant role in Malagasy culture, with rituals like Famadihana, the turning of the bones, a ceremony where the remains of ancestors are wrapped in fresh cloth and celebrated. Music and dance. Traditional Malagasy music is characterized by the use of instruments like the valiha, that's a tube zither, I don't know what that is, and kabosi, a box-shaped guitar. The music and dances often reflect local customs and historical events. Now, I was talking about like the rappers and the American celebrities that have gone back to find their heritage or their roots. Let me mention some now. We have Tiffany Haddish. Now
Wow.
she
I thought she was an American actress.
No, now Tiffany Haddish, she was born to an Eritrean father.
Wow.
We have Doja Cat. Doja Cat is
Yes,
South
I know
African,
Doja Cat is South African.
and
yeah.
her name is Amala Ratnazandile Dlamini.
Ooh,
Can you
are
imagine
you
how did
kidding
we
me?
get the Doja Cat kind of thing?
It's not stage name now.
Even-
I won't carry that one go.
Even
Hey.
even Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy, they're both Nigerian.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
we have
I know of Dave.
We have
I know Dave is Nigerian.
Tyler the
I know
Creator.
Skepta.
Okay.
Tyler the Creator is also Nigerian. Even down to Idris Elba. Idris Elba is from Sierra Leone and Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah. So like,
I think I also want to mention one. That's the old school Stevie Wonder. He's actually from Ghana,
that's crazy.
and he has actually visited Ghana many
Many
times.
times,
You know,
wow.
so
That's
that's him.
That's actually nice because some people don't actually want to accept their African roots. Yeah,
I wonder
Because
why.
I think there's this song there's this song in a particular song, in this lyric, Sprinter, and then Dave, the Nigerian guy, he said, why are you so focused on, okay, you say you're Blasian, but you're so focused on your Asian side and not the black side. People don't really want to notify or like talk about their black heritage just to like avoid being segregated or avoid this particular type of
Yeah.
perception for them. They always want to have it easy. And whites in their country, they have it
it's-
very easy there.
I could remember then in 1977. That was, I think, First Tax 77, where all the whole artists in the whole world came to Nigeria.
Yeah, I think
That
I've
was
heard about it
actually
before.
a great event, and
Yeah.
I strongly believe that the Jacksons also came to witness that event. First
If-
Tax 77.
It would have been crazy if they came because the amount of crowd Michael Jackson pulled,
Oh my!
like it was so crazy.
Yes,
honestly.
I still listen to Rock My World till date.
Ooh.
honestly.
Till date. So back to Tanzania, but I'm giving travel requirements right now and also the best time to visit. The best time to visit Tanzania. This is actually very important in planning trips because you can't go to a country that you don't know their climate system, you don't know what is happening in the country. You have to do your research. So the best time to visit Tanzania is in the dry season, and their dry season runs from June to October. That's the best time for any safari, climbing, all of that you want to do.
Yeah.
The coastal areas are also best visited from June to October. Visa requirements: if you are an African, if you have to check your travel requirement. Most times, if you're an African, you just require a visa on arrival. So please go on the website. Go on their website to check the travel requirements. So you don't go there, without information and you just jump on the plane and just go there. Don't do that. Also do your health precautions. Get vaccination for yellow fever. You have to get it. I think as a Nigerian, you have to get it.
Now, I want to talk about Madagascar's national airline, and that is the Air Madagascar. And it was founded in 1962 and serves as the country's flag carrier. Now, the key facts: the headquarters is at Antananarivo, the hub is at Aivato International Airport. The fleet: Air Madagascar operates a fleet that includes both narrow-body and wide-body aircraft for short-haul and long-haul flights. And the destinations, apart from domestic routes, Air Madagascar flies to destinations like France, South Africa, Reunion, and Mauritius.
Okay, so Tanzania, for in terms of safety, because you have to know, you have to know that the country you're going to is safe. So you don't go there and then they're having terrorist attacks and you have to go and be hiding for your life. There was a movie I watched, No Escape. I think we saw that movie.
Yeah.
No Escape. They literally flew into Venezuela, and the day they flew into Venezuela, there was a riot. They had
Yes,
to
I
run.
remember that.
They had
that
to run
film,
and all of that for their
himself
life.
and his family.
So from research shows that Tanzania, please, this is research now, but please, whatever time you plan to go, do check whatever is happening in the country. So Tanzania is generally safe for tourists. Avoid isolated areas at night and safeguard your personal belongings.
Beautiful. I think as you're talking about safety, please, when you're going to any country, remember to get the phone number of the Nigerian embassy over there.
Always
And
do that.
the address.
Yes, always
because
do that. That's your
it's very,
safety.
very, very important.
Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. As for me, I'm going to talk about hotels in Rwanda.
Yeah, you have to do
And
that.
there's actually a hotel, Radisson Blue Hotel
I
and
know
Convention
of
Center.
that one in Kigali.
Kigali, yeah,
see
that's
that.
actually a 5-star hotel. So if you still want to enjoy your vacation and find a place that you can actually rest your head and all that, please do not hesitate. We still have Radisson Blue Hotel and Conventional Center in Kigali.
Yeah.
Then if you want to be in probably a homely place, please book your hotels and reservations. And one of them I'll give you is the retreat. It's peaceful. It's not actually a 5-star hotel, but it's very, very affordable. And that's okay.
You can check Airbnbs, of course. I recommend that site. Check Airbnbs for short lets, for apartments. It's not every time you do hotel. Even hotels too. Please use booking.com to book your hotels. Make sure that your reservation is guaranteed. Don't get there and then your currency is different or your identification, you don't have it on you. Please always go with your travel itinerary. You are mostly supposed to show that at the airport what you plan to do for the stay that you are there.
So, I think I just want to maybe just banter around. Like, let me just talk about the tourist centers again in Madagascar. Now, let's actually delve into fun facts. Now, Madagascar is often called the Red Island due to the red soil found in many parts of the country. The Malagasy language is part of the Austronesian language family, meaning it shares roots with languages spoken in Southeast Asia and the Pacific.
No.
Now, Madagascar's rich cultural heritage, incredible biodiversity, and unique history makes it a fascinating country with much to explore and appreciate.
Okay, yeah, before we go further, I'm going to talk about the Rwanda national carrier, which is the Rwanda Air.
Yes.
And it's actually started from 2002. It was founded in 2002, and it's one of the safest and fastest growing airlines in the African continent. And you can actually have cheap flights, cheap booking,
Yes.
and all that, as long as you know how you go about it. Wow. So many interesting things about East
Yeah,
Africa, you
mhm.
know.
We just learned a
Seriously,
lot today.
I'm highly intrigued, and I'm sure you were also wondering, like, how
Yeah.
are we going to know much about East African countries? But thank God we said so much about that.
Yeah.
Rwanda, Madagascar, in
Tanzania.
fact, Tanzania.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing about Africa is that we're truly blessed with lots of
Resources
resources
and minerals, yeah.
and species, animals, you know, and all that. The monkeys, the giraffes,
Yeah.
the lions, and what's your favorite animal per se?
I don't like animals, though.
Why you go like I don't know if you chop you
Say
second.
wetin
I don't like
happen.
animals.
That means you have to visit where you're talking about, you know. So, listeners, please, in case you have anything you want to talk about,
Do not hesitate to reach us.
yeah, do not hesitate to reach us
Smash that
on
subscribe
our
button.
social media, AT&T 360 TV,
Yeah.
on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
It's X.
Look.
It's X MDUs, not Twitter.
Elon Musk
Okay,
Twitter,
oh, sorry,
you
I
don't
be
buy
old
am,
school,
well,
make
Elon
una no
Musk
vex.
you.
Now Twitter or Twitter where I know.
millennials.
But please do not hesitate. Watch out for the next episode. It's going to be great and lovely.
I've been your host, Dora.
And I'm Ofure.
Catch you
And
later.
Bye.
MGV scene as well. Bye.